welcome once again to my little channel. It has been a while since I made any movie on feminism, so I thought, you know what, today a movie on feminism. And I found a poem. The person who made it calls it a slam poem, I'm not quite sure why. And I thought, you know what, let's do something I haven't done in a while. Let's act in kind. I mean, there's a poem upcoming. Let's respond in the lyrical ways. I mean, it has been a time since I waxed words, so could be fun. I hope you will enjoy this. If not, or if you do, please let me know, because I am curious. Anyway, here we go.
I don't see the crime in wanting equality, yet still you seek to make this movement into a mockery.
Well, feminism only claims to be for equality, but what they do makes them the mockery.
I don't mean to be insulting, I am simply perplexed as to how wanting a basic level of respect has gotten you so vexed.
You don't mean to be insulting, but then why do you? Or do you really not know that what you say is not true?
And before you ask, no, I'm not doing this because it's in trend. Because for too long I spent my time trying to contend with people who call me stuck up or label me a prude. Well, I'm sorry, I never meant to be rude.
Your reasons are yours, I truly don't mind, but why are you guided by being unkind? The truth is to see, but your story is not. Pushing those lies, is that all that you got?
Actually, I'm not. The truth is I just know my own mind, yet still you would like to label me as the dumb girl online who's always looking for trouble and always picking fights, when all I really want is my basic human rights.
You may think you are not, and you know, that may be true, but please recognize women have more rights than men do.
No, I'm not just speaking for me, I'm speaking for all women, because I am well aware that I am in a privileged position. I know that there are others who have it much worse, that's why I'm speaking to you through this verse.
You are speaking for you, none asked for your voice. I don't mind that you do, but you do by your own choice. You claim that you speak for those that cannot. Shows you do not see the freedom that you got.
And I know you don't like this label, you think it makes you a man-hater, but in refusing to acknowledge it, to their expectations you will cater.
So why do people think feminism is seen as bad? Is there anything good about them to be said?
Because after that word leaves a girl's lips, of course they're just a bitch.
Whether a feminist is a bitch, I cannot say. But a liar? For sure. There is no other way.
She's just a bore, not pretty enough to get herself a man. Well, who would want her when she doesn't fit your plan? She won't stay at home, won't be your minion, and God forbid if she has an opinion.
The problem is not that she has her own mind. The lies that she spouts make her so unkind. What is it that makes her to be this way? Why is she not telling the truth, one might say?
But don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to generalise. I'm well aware that there are men who can view this with open eyes, and likewise, there's nothing wrong with staying at home. I'm simply saying that a girl should be able to make up her mind on her own.
The thing that you miss, and this is the crux of the matter, feminism pushes the view that men have it better. Whilst at the same time, and this is the truth, feminism complains more on the things women do.
Whether she wants to be a pilot, a doctor, an engineer, a housewife, she should be free to choose what she does with her own life.
The thing that you say here, I could not agree more, but why is it feminism seems to abhor the right of women to make up her mind if they do not treat feminism kind?
Without society attempting to force her into a slot and make her into something that she's not.
Who is doing the forcing? Who is creating the schism? By now you should realize it is feminism.
And yes, things have improved, I will not lie. But improvement doesn't equal an even playing field, so I cannot stand by and simply accept the society that we have been given. I am not a bitch. I am not entitled. I am simply driven.
The playing field has changed, equality has done that, but still feminism is donning the top hat, claiming victories when they have done naught. So often their blatant lies caught, and still there are women that realize not. It is not feminism that gave what they got.
What I'm trying to say is there's nothing wrong with being a feminist, although I know it's the label you hate. You wish you could hear the end of it.
I fear you do not realize what it means, claiming to be a feminist. You seem to miss the gist.
Man, woman, child, it's about time we stopped fearing the word. Because behind it there's a message that deserves to be heard.
Man, woman, child, most are not aware that feminism truly and simply doesn't care. All men are rapists. They claim this is true. This you defend? Do you think this too?
So that was a poem I wrote on feminism. I am a feminist, if you couldn't tell by how painfully obvious I tried to make that in the poem. Now you know.
Yes, now we know, and I'm pretty much against feminism. But then again, maybe my response makes that clear. So now you know that. Don't get me wrong though, I'm not against the equality for men and women. But what you seem to misunderstand is that feminism isn't for the equality of men and women. It's for the rights of women. This is, funny enough, why women have more rights in the Western world than men do. And they are being pushed in certain situations. They have affirmative action when it comes to the sciences. In the STEM fields, they're actually preferred over men. I mean, they don't have to be better than men. They just have to be there. There are so many rules, laws, rights on the side of women. You'd be amazed. I mean, reproduction rights, men have none. All of them are on the women's side. That's just one of the many things. The right to vote. Now, in England, you don't have to sign up for military, but in the USA, for example, if you're a man and you want to vote, you have to sign up for the possibility of the draft. If you do not, you're not allowed to vote. Women, on the other hand, they just have the right to vote. That's not equal. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't mind women having the right to vote, but either they also should be drafted like men are, or men should not be drafted like women are. That's equality. I mean, yeah, now I'm rambling. There are lots of things where men and women are not equal, biologically speaking. But socially speaking, society has always favored women. Feminists, for some reason, don't like the fact that this is true. I mean, even if you look at simple expressions like, okay, all men the lifeboats, women and children first. Guess why that is? Hillary Clinton once used to say, well, not used to say, once said that women are the primary victims of war because they lose their husbands, their sons, and their fathers. But let's not think about what those husbands, sons, and fathers then lose. I mean, women were not allowed to work in the coal mines because it was too dangerous for them. A boy of 10 years old was allowed to work in the coal mine, but a woman not, because society protects women. They didn't care about the boy. This is something we see throughout history. I'm sorry, I would love to openly debate with you on whether feminism is a good thing or not. I really hope you will respond to my open invitation, and if not you, someone else. Anyone is welcome. Because where I do feel egalitarianism is an important thing, men and women being equal is an important thing, I do see feminism as the bane of society. I can explain more, obviously, and if you are interested, I would love to have an open discussion with you. Anyway, that's not just to her, by the way. Everyone that's watching can respond, and if anyone feels that they want to break a lance for feminism, by all means do. know, though, that I do know a little bit about the history of feminism as well. And I can't see anything good having come from feminism. Anyway, this is my little response, rant, what do you want to call it? Criticism, as always, is more than welcome. Like, share, subscribe if you feel inclined to, and I hope to see you all next time.